If this was our last day on earth and we had to know how to do our makeup, this is the tutorial I would watch. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time seeing me, hey, and if this is your 100th time seeing me, what is up? Today I have a different kind of video for you guys because you've been eating me up every single time I post a video. It's like, where is the makeup tutorial? Where is the makeup tutorial? And if you keep asking, like the Bible says, ask and you will receive. You've been asking, and here you guys are. Here is my makeup routine tutorial for beginners, and I really hope this helps somebody out there who's trying to do their makeup or trying to enhance doing their makeup and just trying to learn more skills. And if there's anything that I left out in this video, please comment down below, and comment down below what kind of challenges you're facing with your makeup. Let's just comment down below, let's interact, and let me know what kind of videos you guys would like to see. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please share this to your fellow girlies so they can also learn how to do their makeup. The first thing I'll start with is eyebrows, because your eyebrows make or break your makeup look. Until you become a pro at doing makeup, I suggest you always start with your eyebrows, because your eyebrows are the ones that are going to help you shape your makeup. Makeup does not look good if you keep on erasing it, like if you keep on wiping it off and wiping it off. So when you start with your eyebrows, there's less to wipe off, because once your eyebrows are done, that is just the perfect base for beginning your makeup. Make sure your eyebrows are in a shape that you like. You could either wax them or get them threaded in the shape that you like. That would make it so much easier when it comes to doing your eyebrows, because you're a beginner, of course. You wouldn't know exactly how to do your eyebrows, right? For me, my eyebrows are very thick, and that's one thing that I didn't understand when I was firstly beginning my makeup. I didn't know that my eyebrows were very thick. So I need to sharpen this. Okay, we're talking about eyebrows, right? So you see this? I'll sharpen in my pencil. So one thing I want to say is make sure you always have wipes close by so that you can wipe whatever is wrong, because beginning your makeup, you're going to always like wipe and wipe and wipe until you get to the point where you understand your face and you understand your makeup. What I was saying was, when I first started doing makeup, I did not know that my eyebrows were too thick for me to keep filling in the way everybody was filling in. Your makeup is your makeup. When you're beginning and you're watching a tutorial like this, you can do it the way I'm doing until you're comfortable enough to start tweaking it. Okay, so I'm at a stage where I already know how my eyebrows are and I know how I'm supposed to do them. So this is what you're going to do. Even if you have thick, thin eyebrows, you need to outline the shape of your eyebrows. Before you start, wipe your eyebrows, because skincare in your eyebrows is gonna make it hard for them to stay put. So just make sure you wipe your eyebrows before you begin. Brush them up into the shape that you would like. Always brush them up because it makes it easier for you to like know where there's spaces between your eyebrows. Brush them up, brush them up, brush them up, brush them up, and shape. So now outline whatever shape of your eyebrows. See, my eyebrows are not threaded right now, but I already know what shape I would like when my eyebrows are threaded. So you outline that shape on both sides. Boom. And then I can see I just have a few bald spots in my eyebrows, so I'm just going to fill that in. If your eyebrows are not thick, this is the part where you fill in your eyebrows. So I'm going to come up close so you guys can see. Just filling in whatever looks like, you know, and that's it for me. The rest is very thick. I don't really need to fill in. And on this side as well, I'm going to fill in just there, here, basically just that area. But if you need to keep filling, go ahead and fill in your eyebrows. Then after you fill in your eyebrows, just go in and like brush them. Light strokes so that your eyebrows are not too harsh. Brush where you filled in so that it like blends in. It has to blend in. And then you brush on the other side as well, so it like blends in. You can brush forward sometimes just so the eyebrow pencil blends in. You see when you brush forward how it blends in, Exactly. So just brush forward just a little bit, just so we can get those parts filled, then we can brush back. Boom. This is your beginner phase, so you can do as much as you can. Don't worry about the brow blindness and all that stuff. Don't worry about that. So you're going to have to get an angled brush. This is the brush I use for my eyebrows. It's very angled. You see this angle here? It's slanting going this way, right? That's the brush that you need for you to shape your eyebrows when you're concealing. You use concealer to shape your underbrow. Today I'm using the e.l.f. hydrating concealer. I use a lighter shade of concealer for my under eyebrows because it just gives it that definition. Like, it makes it highlighted definition, right? So you're going to do this, and then you're going to tap, just tap, because a little goes a long way. Just tap it there, and then you're going to tap it on your hand. Just remove the excess. See that excess, right? Exactly. Remove that excess, and then you're going to come in and follow the shape of the brow that you've set for yourself. So this is my shape. I'm going to start from the beginning with a light stroke, a very light stroke from the beginning, and I'm going to go with it till the end. That's my desired shape right now, and I'll do the same on this other side. The other side is easier for me because it has a different angle. So you see how my eyebrows are different. See that? That's the shape you should be looking for, your angled shape. And then we're going to just blend out that concealer. We're going to dab out the excess because it's going to be too much product if I keep doing it with this one. So now I'm just going to drag it down, because if I go up I might ruin my lines. So I'm just going to drag it down. See how I'm dragging it down, but not too harsh, because you don't want to like wipe it. So I drag it down in the same line and in the same shape that I want, and I just perfect that line, and I don't do too much. I don't drag it to the point where I can't see it. I want it to be seen. It's a highlighted brow. So that's what we're gonna do here. I can see I have some excess in my eyebrows. Just going to take it down in shape. We'll do the same on the other side. Take it down. Take it down. Blend it down, 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 down. Sometimes you can put less product and it won't have anything to drag down. So you need to put just enough for you to drag down. And don't be scared. This is your beginning, so it's okay to have too much product. It's okay. So you see how that is? My phone was heating up, but we're basically talking about just blending the eyebrows down, yeah, and getting the shape that you desire. So now at the top we're going to go in with the foundation. This is my Revlon Colorstay foundation. I love this foundation down. It's only sad that this foundation has been breaking me out lately. I can't do any look with this foundation without having huge pimples afterwards, and I'm so sad because I really love this foundation. It really sits like skin. So we now want to shape the eyebrow with our foundation. So we use concealer at the bottom and foundation at the top. To get the right shade of foundation, it has to be literally like your shade. You have to be able to put on that foundation and look like, oh my gosh, are you wearing foundation or you're not? Outline your eyebrows again. Outline your eyebrows again. When it comes to foundation, make sure you have a foundation that looks just like your skin, or anything that's just close to your own skin tone is going to be perfect. Don't be out here using a different foundation. You're going to look either white, yellow, or very dark. So you just want to make sure it's your exact shade. Where do you find makeup products? You find good makeup products in Foschini. I found this foundation in Foschini, by the way. I've seen so many makeup stores coming up. You can also get them from there. Don't be scared if you can't afford that makeup, because that makeup is kind of expensive. Don't be scared. You can also go to the Chinese store. I started off my makeup with Chinese products. And was that perfect? Was that good? No, but I'm here now. And I think investing in makeup that actually is quite pricey, it's worth it when you can do your makeup, okay? So if you have to begin with Chinese products, don't even feel shy or ashamed or anything. Babes, you have to start from somewhere. Start from somewhere. I don't care if you have to start with your mother's makeup. Get it and start from somewhere if you really want to do it. Right now we're getting to the exciting part. This is now the base routine. The base routine is where you have your foundation, your concealer, your bronzer, and your blush. The first thing you want to start off with is foundation. Like I said, the good foundation that matches your skin. Look at that. If you don't know how to find your foundation, or if you have to find your foundation online, I suggest you guys search up undertone, search up what kind of undertone you have. If you have a warm undertone, if you have a neutral, if you have a cool, and that will help you find the right shade of foundation that you need. I will not be putting foundation in this tutorial, sadly, because I don't have a new foundation that doesn't break out my skin, and I really don't want to break out my skin because it took a long time for me to even get where I am right now. So this is the part where I would put foundation, but since we're not putting foundation, we're going to go ahead and start doing the concealer blush. This is one thing that I wish I learned when I was starting makeup. You need to put your blush and your bronzer before your concealer placement because it blends in so naturally and so pretty. You'll see it when I do it. So this is my blush. This is my MUA blush. So I'm just going to place it right here. It's not that pigmented, so I can put as much blush, right? You have to have some brushes. Make sure you have some brushes. If you don't know what brushes to get, I suggest you go to the Chinese store. The Chinese store has everything. The Chinese store, the what do you call the Chinese store? Like, I don't want to call it Chinese store. What do we call it? Home essentials? Aha! The home essentials should probably have some brushes. You can get brushes anywhere. I got these from Shein way back, and these have lasted me so long. But yeah, so you just have to go in and blend upwards. I know right now it looks like, whoa, that's a lot of blush, right? But just blend upwards with your blush. This is such a pretty blush. Like, I love this blush. So this is right after you put your foundation, okay? If you have foundation, make sure you put your foundation before you do this. So now this is my cream blush. I love this blush because it really is so pretty and it applies so nicely. You want to always just go up, because if you drag it down, you're going to be making your face droopy. So you have to like always angle it up so you can have a natural facelift. Exactly. So just keep on putting blush as much as you want. Blush is really something that you can put, you know, so many layers of it. You can double it down or you can double it up, whatever you desire. So make sure the blush is going basically where you would put your concealer, which is under your eyes. Make sure it's also coming under your eyes so that your concealer can blend with this blush, right? So have you seen how I'm like placing it a bit close to my under eye? Just a bit. So right now I do look crazy, right? But you see in a minute. Since I'm not using foundation again, I'm just going to use a bronzer. This is the Essence Baby Got Bronze bronzer. It has glitter in it. I wish it didn't, because I ordered this online, so I didn't know it had glitter in it. So it's gonna be a bit glittery, but this is what you put. Oh, it's very glittery, but this is what you put in place of foundation, just to give you that brownness back, right? So we're going to just put it around here. I am shining right now around your cheekbone area, just to give you that definition that you would need, and also just make you brown, you know, like just bring back that color back into your skin. This area where you have this bone, put it there, and then we'll obviously put more as we go, but this is what you need just to start off. And put some just right here. Oops. Put some right here. Now the important part is your concealer. So this is the Revlon Skin Awaken concealer, 5-in-1 concealer. You can get this in Foschini. This is where the tricky part comes. Concealer loves to crease. When I tell you concealer will crease, it will crease. But here's a hack that I recently learned that helps keep your concealer from creasing, which I wish I knew when I was starting my makeup journey. You have to be very prepared. First of all, let's put the placement. So place it right under your crease. Do not put it on your crease. Right under your crease, which is here. And make sure you're looking up when you're doing this. Right under your crease is here. And in the corner of your eye. That's the best concealer placement I will give you guys, is right under your crease. right? And here in the corner of your eye, those two places. Now you're going to need some setting powder. Setting powder is what keeps the concealer where it should be. It keeps it in place. So this is the LA Girl Pro Powder Setting Powder. This should be banana yellow. Most of my products are yellow because my undertone is warm, so you need like yellow products and all that stuff, or a yellow shade, if I may say. Then you're just going to get a brush like this, a small tiny brush like this, and you're going to just prepare your foundation. What is this called? Your powder. Prepare it to be used under your eyes. Dabble it in all that powder, and then blow out the excess and keep it prepared because you're going to need it right now. We're going to be using this flat brush for the concealer. I found out that this brush actually blends concealer better than the brush that I was using, so you just use a flat brush, which should come in a set of brushes when you buy some brushes. Here's the important part. If you don't get anything from this video, please get this part from this video. If you want your concealer not to crease ever, make sure when you're blending your concealer, you are looking up. Always look up. And don't stop until you're done. So we're gonna pat. Don't drag it, but pat it to the side. This takes a long time because sometimes the concealer just dries too fast. So we're gonna pat under your crease. Don't go to your crease yet. Until you're done, that's when you can go to your crease. But right now, just pat it down, pat it up to the corner of your eye. Pat. Be patient with this process because you're gonna have to pat a few pats until you're done. But are you seeing that blend? You see that? Yeah. So keep on looking down. Pat. Then only when you've done all this, have you seen the extra that remains on the brush is what you take into your crease. And look up. Always look up when you're doing this, because you don't want the concealer to fall into those creases and just keep creasing, because we have natural creases. So we're going to do the same on this eye. Pat. Look up. Pat. Don't drag, but pat. And look up. Now the excess will go up into my crease. And then this is where the important part comes in. You go ahead and use that setting powder that we put on the side. Get it back and put it right under your crease whilst looking up, so your concealer doesn't crease at all. Keep looking up. Same for the other side. Keep looking up. Put it all under your crease, all under there. Every single space that you have, put the powder there, because that will stop it from creasing. See what I'm saying? Since I don't have foundation, I like to go around my mouth area and my nose, because I feel like it shows when there's no makeup there. One thing you should know about makeup is it will show every single place where you don't have makeup. It's going to show you don't have makeup. So just make sure you're going all in with your foundation, or you're going all in with your bronzer to make sure that it's not showing. My bronzer, unfortunately, is very glittery, so if I look like a gift bag right now, please excuse me. We're just going to go in with the bronzer just so we can have some brown back on our face, because it's a bit white here, so we need some brown back. And this is how we put the brown back with the bronzer, just to make sure your face has some level of humanness to it, because you don't be too white like you're not alive, that's crazy. So I'll just put some here, put some here. And one thing I wanted to mention is, notice how makeup looks even better when your skin is healthy and your skin doesn't have breakouts and all that stuff. So before you do your makeup, make sure you do your skincare routine. Make sure your skin is healthy. Make sure you're taking care of your skin, so that every time you put makeup on, it is gorgeous, because you're taking care of your skin. Makeup shouldn't be a mask, guys. Please don't use makeup to mask what's going on underneath. Put some on my eyelids, because my eyelids were showing that there's no makeup. I look so glittery right now, you guys. If you guys can see this, I just look like a gift right now. I really need a new bronzer. But then we go in with some powder blush. This is a Clinique powder blush. I got this years ago from my mom, and I still use it because I mean, it's still there. And then we're going to just put the blush back here. We've already put some blush, but this is just so we can set the blush as well, because remember, the blush was liquid blush. So we put the blush in the same area. If you want to do another layer of concealer, you can do it before you set your concealer. So that's really all about the base. That's really how simple the base is for a beginner. If you want to do a more beat face, you simply have to just put more products. That's as simple as it gets. So this is the kind of makeup look I like going for, more concealer and blush than bronzer and foundation. Now let's go to the eyes. One thing I haven't learned how to do yet is my lashes. So one thing that I like to do is just use a black eyebrow pencil and go right into my watermark. Line your eyes. Drag your black eyebrow pencil through your waterline. This is basically what I do for my eyes. Since I can't do lashes, I'm going to use my Maybelline mascara. This is the Colossal mascara. I'll just write down all the products that I've used in the description so you guys can also get them if you want to get them. And then you just put your mascara on. I think this is the easiest thing to do. Just put your mascara on. If you have lash extensions, even better. Just, brush them. And that's all. That's it for eyes. And then for lips, what you're going to do, the simplest thing you can do if you're a beginner at lip lining, is you wipe your lips first, and then take your eyebrow pencil, the same pencil that you use for your eyebrows, take it for your lips, and then line your lips. Just line your lips in the shape that you would like them. If you like the shape of your lips, then just outline the exact shape of your lips. Oops. Just like that. Sometimes I would end here because I like the matte finish, but then I'm just going to grab my lip gloss. Since this is a very simple tutorial, just get some lip gloss and put it on your lips. And that is it, guys. That is my makeup routine. It's exactly how I do it every single time I do my makeup. This is exactly what I do, and this is a tutorial for somebody out there trying to do their makeup. This is the simplest makeup routine you can do. Guys, this is the end of the video. This was our makeup look. I hope you guys got a few gems, tips and tricks on how to do your makeup. Just let me know if you want me to make it more detailed, and I will in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Guys, I almost forgot the last thing. No, actually I did forget the last thing. Don't forget your setting spray. So after doing all that makeup, you obviously need to keep it on and go about your day. So for you to keep it on, make sure you have a good setting spray. I use this L'Oreal infallible setting spray, but if you're just a beginner, water and glycerin is fine as your setting spray. Yep. Now this face is not moving for anything in this world. See you guys in the next one.